It's mid-August, and the sun has finally managed to break through the clouds after a fairly damp few days. This very easy 3-mile circular walk around Fernilee Reservoir starts from a small car park at the foot of the Bunsell Incline, a steep slope leading down from the A5004 Long Hill Road a few miles northwest of Buxton. There are a couple of other alternative starting points if there are no spaces, at the main car park just over the dam wall, or if you're coming from nearer Whaley Bridge, you could follow the signs to Fernilee and park at the northern end of the reservoir. From the Bunsell Incline car park, go through a gap in the far corner and head down the slope. If it's muddy or too steep for you, simply walk a short distance further along the road and turn right past a metal barrier. You soon reach the wide and level path which runs alongside the reservoir. This was once part of the Cromford and High Peak Railway line, which opened in 1831 and linked canals at Cromford and Whaley Bridge. There's lots of information about this 33-mile line on the companion website at www.goyt-valley.org.uk. Follow this track until you reach the end of the reservoir. Under here lie the remains of a gunpowder factory, which once employed over 100 men. It closed in 1920 and was the scene of many horrific and fatal accidents. Follow the road as it winds around to the left. Then look out for a footpath sign a short distance further on the left and go through a wooden gate. Although the sun did manage to peep out from behind the clouds, the muddy track showed that we'd had a lot of rain over recent days. There are 2 footpath signs along here which point left down to the shoreline path, but I prefer to keep along the higher track known as the Woodland Walk. They both end up at the same point, so the choice is yours which you take. You soon come to a wooden bench on the right, which is a metal plaque with a Latin inscription. It says, "Go forth with a patient mind through the chaos as you think just how much tranquility may exist amongst the silence." Continue along the track, crossing a small wooden footbridge. When I photographed the walk in 2016, the Forestry Commission had finally started clearing the fir trees, which was wonderful to see. It shouldn't take long for the traditional broadleaf trees to flourish, allowing the natural habitat to quickly return. Keep following the path as it slopes down to meet the track, running alongside the water's edge, and then turn right. There's a footpath sign a short distance further, pointing up the slope towards Irwood. Take this path if you've parked at the main car park, or to walk alongside Irwood Reservoir, and perhaps to go even further to visit the ruins of Irwood Hall. But to return to the small car park, continue in the same direction, turning left at the end of the track and following the path along the southern end of Fernilee Reservoir. Go through a small gate at the end of this path and turn right up the slope. Take the narrow track on the left to return to the car park, or continue up the slope and turn left when you reach the road. As you near the top, look over the fence on your left to see the remains of a stone bridge. Trains once passed under here as they were hauled up and down the Bunsell Incline. A small plaque a short distance further along the road on the right explains that the incline was only tarmacked in 1967, during the final stages of the construction of Irwood Reservoir. This old photo, possibly from the 1940s, shows the incline long after the tracks had been removed, but before it was surfaced. I hope you enjoyed this short video. Please do visit the companion website for lots more walks, photos and information about this magical part of the Peak District National Park.